North Texas so far, Mariel.
Yeah, and here's the thing, guys. If you are inside, if you are in a sturdy structure, you'll be fine. We have these storms that are moving through. The main concern with these storms is the very high winds ahead of these storms. I'm going to go ahead and take you right to radar. And look, this is moving in from the north. So I'm going to track this in for you, okay? Denton County still looking at heavy rainfall. Collin County still looking at heavy rainfall. And unfortunately, the National Weather Service has just issued a tornado warning. So let's go ahead and stay on this. So the tornado warning, it does look like it's in place for Dallas, Kaufman, and Rockwall County. And here's the thing with this. We are looking at a really strong line of winds right ahead of this line of showers and storms. So this is extending right now. The current rain is anywhere from Louisville to Frisco. So it is right along there. So the big line of showers and storms making it to DFW Airport sometime here in the next 5 minutes. This long line of showers and storms then moving into Plano. So in Plano here, you're likely just listening to the really high wind speeds. That heavy rain is not that far. I'm going to zoom in here because what I'm seeing now is this line. And this line is really where we're looking at maybe some circulation. And here's the thing. This is one of those lines that's going to be producing strong winds ahead of it. So you're likely hearing really high winds and not hearing any rain just yet. So what we're looking at is some reports of spotters near the city of Dallas reporting 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and that's near Midway and Bush Turnpike. Light, small hail and heavy rain also seeing reports. And what we're seeing is this continuing to move towards the south. But look at where this tornado warning is. I'm going to step out so I can adjust my radar for you. But again, this is a tornado warned storm now, and it is for Dallas, Kaufman, and Rockwall County. I'm going to move this towards the south so I see it a little bit better here. So again, this is for very strong winds that are ahead of this main line. And generally, when we have our long line of showers and storms like this, you can see some circulation. So I'm going to switch this over to a different view so I can better detect this. And it looks like if you are in Richardson, that's where we are seeing some very strong indications of this. So Richardson, White Rock, that's where you have the tornado warned storm. So I'm going to add this rotation sign for you so you can see it. That's where we are likely seeing the rotation as it moves towards the southeast. So again, this is all a part of a big long line of showers and storms. I'm going to switch our views here just a tad. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so heavy rain now moving into Richardson, Garland, North Dallas, University Park. Where I'm seeing the rotation, I'm going to better map this out for you here. I'm seeing some rotation just on the northwestern side of Garland. If you are southeast of Richardson, southeast of 75, north of 635, north of White Rock is where I'm seeing that circulation. And this will continue to move towards the southeast. I'm going to put a track on this for you because this is now the strongest part of the storm. And where I'm seeing this rotation, really, it's still moving towards the southeast, towards, let's see, Mesquite at 613, Heath at 614, Lawson at 621. And we are seeing some, also some hail within this. Now, Beth Ann, my producer's in my ear. You mentioned something, I didn't quite catch that. Who is? Jesse. Okay, perfect. So I am going to go ahead and step in front of Chroma here. So we've got this tornado warned storm again. This is for Dallas, Kaufman, Rockwall County. And anytime we see this tornado warned, we let you know that you need to get into your safe spot. So if you are in Richardson, if you are in Garland, if you're in Mesquite, Rowlett, Heath, Forney, or Lawson, you need to get into your safe spot now. What that means is the middle part of your house. I know a lot of us don't have basements. I don't. And for me, it's a closet in the middle of the house. It's away from windows. It's away from the external walls of your home. And make sure to bring your phone. Make sure to bring your tablet with you so you can stay updated with us because we are now streaming online as well. So where we're seeing the circulation is right between Garland and Richardson, and it is moving really fast. That's what we're going to notice with storms within this line is if we see that circulation, it is going to be moving quite fast. Jesse, can you zoom in on that rotation for me? Let's see if we can see any streets, if we can see some signs there. Again, so this is between Garland and Richardson where we're seeing some of this circulation. Right along Highway 78, just to the north of White Rock, south of Highway 190. And that's where we are seeing the circulation. This is just really within the last 5 minutes. We are seeing some reports from Richardson, dime-sized hail at Coit and Legacy if you're in Richardson. Another zoom in here. This is a street level. Circulation is right here. So if you are in Garland, on North Garland Avenue, Apollo Road, just to the south of Highway 190, Walnut Street, Spring Valley Road, Arapahoe. If you know anyone in this area and maybe they're not awake this time, make sure to give them a call because this is now circulation that we're seeing over North Garland, and this all moving towards the southeast. Now, this circulation again, looking like it's right over Apollo there in Garland. Can we zoom out, Jesse, and show a view of Dallas? Let's do reflectivity so we can see where that heavy rain is. So again, this is all part of a cluster of thunderstorms that moved in from Oklahoma. And this is what it looks like now. I know I was getting reports of some sirens being heard in northern Dallas. It's because of that heavy rain moving in. So this is, again, going to continue to push towards the south. The circulation is there, but the rest of this line here looking like some very strong winds as well. Over 70-mile-per-hour wind speeds. So this is rain that's moving in over Carrollton, over Dallas, but right on that leading edge is where we're seeing the strongest wind speeds, and that's likely where we are looking at, again, the heavy rain pushing in right after those high winds. So Denton County, close to Richardson, in Richardson, there is an estimated 70-mile-per-hour wind report. Let's go ahead and stop radar and put a track on the line, Jesse. So we're going to zoom out a little bit. Again, the strongest part of the storm is right over Garland, but the rest of Dallas also looking at some very high wind speeds on top of the heavy rain threat. So again, this is moving towards the southeast at about 45 miles per hour. So if you are in Rockwall, 614 is your ETA for that heavy rain. If you are in Forney, 623. If you're in Seagoville, 626. Your time now is 608. You have time to get to your safe spot. If you are in Terrell, around 636. And if you're in Palmer, around 643 if this keeps holding together. Now, we are getting several reports of power outages in the area as well, especially close to Rockwall. Let's go ahead and take another zoom in on that rotation because, again, a lot of us here, Dallas County, Tarrant County, under severe thunderstorm warning, but there is now one tornado warning, and it's because of a rotation signature that we're seeing within the line of these storms. So that rotation still looking like it's over Garland, and you can kind of see that hook there. So we see that inflow there. You see some rain wrapping around this. So if we have any rotation, that's really where that signature is. And let's go ahead and put a track on that rotation once you get a moment, Jesse. Again, this is a tornado warned storm for Dallas, Kaufman, and Rockwall County. There's a small part of this long line of showers and storms that is showing signs of rotation. The track moving towards the southeast now. So that rotation, if you are in Rowlett, you need to be in your safe spot already. If you are in Dal Rock at 612, Heath 619, Forney 626, Lawrence at 632, Terrell at 637, and Talty at 638. Now this again is where we have that tornado warning, and that tornado warning is put in place because we're seeing rotation. I am getting reports of hail in West Plano as well, and we are also looking at a few. Let's go ahead and take a view of a few tower cams that we have in the area. So this is what it looks like in downtown Dallas. The camera is shaking quite a bit, and we're also looking at a lot of lightning. So even if you're not in that tornado warned storm that we're telling you, that rotation over Garland, we are still looking at a lot of lightning. We are still looking at heavy rainfall and intense winds of over 70 miles per hour. This is now showing you a view of DFW Airport. Can you check to see if there are any cancellations there? I would love to give that report too. And and lots of lightning. This is a driving shot. This is what it looks like out on the roads. So you want to make sure to stay off of the roads if you can, because even if you're maybe not in that tornado warning, you are likely still experiencing, of course, that heavy rain, and road conditions are never great under these situations. This is now a wide view of our radar. So again, tornado warned storm for Dallas, Kaufman, Rockwall County until 6:30. It is now 6:11. So this is again a cluster of storms moving into Dallas, that has moved into Dallas County, I should say. And within that line, we are looking at some rotation. Beth Ann, can you repeat that? Okay, so we're definitely seeing some delays at the airport as well. I know the airport will likely see some additional delays here, over 50 of them, and we'll see additional delays here within the next 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, let's go ahead and give another update on this tornado warned storm. Again, tornado warning in place for Dallas, Kaufman, Rockwall County until 6:30 this morning. If you are in Dallas, Kaufman, or Rockwall County, you need to make sure that you are in your safe spot. What that means is the middle part of your house. That's away from windows, away from walls, away from windows and away from exterior walls. You want to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Make sure that you have a way to get warnings, whether that's the WFAA app. Make sure to bring that with you into that area. I know for me in my house, it's a closet in the middle part of our house. We do have, let's see, the emergency manager out of the city of Rowlett is saying that they are activating those sirens. So if you're in Rowlett and you're hearing sirens, it's because of these intense winds. Let's go ahead and Jesse and zoom into this rotation, see if we see any updates, or maybe seeing any updates here with the last scan. Okay, here we go. So again, this rotation now looking like it's just to the south east of Garland. So if you are by the George Bush Turnpike there, close to 30. Yeah, it looks like that rotation is still there. So just to the south of Garland, this is south of Highway 66, and this is just to the north of I-30. So if you are in eastern Dallas County, this is where the rotation is. This is where the strongest part of the storm is, and it is again just over Garland. Let's put another track on that. Your time now again is 6:13, and we are looking at this rotation in eastern Dallas County moving towards the southeast at about 45 miles per hour. So we are looking at, again, this tornado warning. It is for eastern Dallas County. It does include Rockwall as well. So an update on the ETA for, again, the rotation. And we are looking at Mesquite at 6:16, Heath at 6:21, Forney at 6:25, Talty at 6:33. You have a little bit of time to get into your safe spot. Again, this tornado warned storm will continue to move towards the southeast in these directions. Let's look at reflectivity now. I do want to give an update on what it looks like across the rest of the Metroplex, because I know there are a lot of folks that have been hearing sirens across the area. So this is a storm that blew through areas of Denton County, providing for heavy rainfall. Denton, you're likely just experiencing some heavy rainfall now and lightning, but the wind threat has significantly lowered for you. If you are in Collin County, you're also experiencing some heavy rain, and you're also experiencing a lot of lightning. The wind threat has lowered for you, but it is still there, likely still seeing at least 40 to 50 mile per hour wind speeds across Collin County. If you are in Tarrant County, you are experiencing the heavy rain along the northern side of it, and likely some strong winds just on the southern half of Tarrant County. Fort Worth, Arlington to the south, likely seeing 60 plus mile per hour wind speeds. We are going to see the rest of Dallas County. Can we take a zoom on just Dallas County, Jesse? That way I can take a closer look at some of the reflectivity that we're seeing. So this is just for Dallas County now. So I've given you an update on Denton, on Collin, and Tarrant County. But Dallas County, you know, we had that really strong gust of wind come through northern Dallas County, which is why we were seeing the sirens activated. But now what we're looking at is likely a hail core along Highway 75 in far northern Dallas County, southern Collin County. Some heavy rain pushing into Dallas and southern Dallas County. And now we have, of course, that tornado warned storm. It does look like the severe thunderstorm warning for Denton and Parker County has been canceled. So again, if you're in Denton or Parker County and you're seeing the rain, it is now non-severe, but we'll continue to watch this, of course, for Dallas County. Now, can we take another zoom in on the leading edge of the line, Jesse? If you're in the middle of Dallas, the city, then you are likely just experiencing some very heavy rainfall, quite a bit of lightning, and some strong winds. Along the leading edge of this line is where we're finding the strongest winds, and that's about 60, 70 mile per hour wind speeds. We've gotten some confirmation of this line. This has a history of producing 60 to 70 mile per hour wind speeds. And of course, on the northern side, we are looking at that rotation. I do want to take a look at the rotation one more time. And after we do that, we will check in with our reporter, Natalie Haddad, because I know she is out in the elements for us. Okay, so again, tornado warning in place for eastern Dallas County. This does include Rockwall and also for Kaufman County. Kaufman County, you have time to get into your safe place. Safe place meaning middle part of your house, away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Can we put a stop on radar so I can better see here what the rotation looks like? So it does look like we're still seeing a bit of an inflow here along Interstate 30. If you know anyone that commutes on Interstate 30 between Dallas and between Rockwall, make sure they are staying away from Interstate 30 because that is where we are seeing the rotation just on the northern side of it. And it does look like the National Weather Service has trimmed part of that tornado warning just because this is rapidly moving towards the southeast. And Jesse has put that rotation on there for us. So again, if you are along Interstate 30, this is north of Mesquite to the southeast of Garland. That's where we have that rotation, and also seeing a signature there just close to Garland for quarter-size hail at the very least. So we'll continue to see this moving towards the southeast. Can we put a track on the rotation? Because it does look like it's heading in the direction of Heath, now heading into southern Rockwall and northern Kaufman County. Jesse, by the way, has joined us. He is now allowing me to track this up here. Okay, so Heath at 622, the rotation, you're likely feeling some intense winds right now in excess of 60, 70 miles per hour, but the rotation will be making its way into Heath here at 622, so within the next 5 minutes. After that, we're going to experience that heavy rain again, pushing into areas of Forney, Lawrence at 635, Tripp also on our map at 623. So if you are in this red box, you need to seek shelter now. If you know anyone in this area, make sure to wake them up and alert them. I know this is before the sun is up, so we likely won't have any eyes on this. So we're just going off of radar signatures right now. And I know that the city of Rowlett, there are reporting transformers going out, so a lot of lightning out there as well. Okay, I do want to check in with Natalie. Natalie is out in the elements for us. I know they're driving. I can't tell where that is. So Natalie, where are you right now?
Hi, Mariel. Yeah, we are on 35 headed north towards Garland. We are just west of Keller. Despite, Denton not being in a tornado warned, area anymore, this area, I just want to emphasize how completely unfriendly these conditions are. My photojournalist with me, Michael Forbes, we are having trouble seeing the lines in the road just to keep us apart from the other cars. Thankfully, everyone's driving slowly, but the rain and the wind is so intense. When we were packing up our things to get in the car and head this way, the wind just came in bursts. We had equipment weighed down with sandbags, and all of our equipment, nearly all of our equipment toppled over. So I just want to really emphasize that despite, how severe or less severe these storms are getting, the conditions right now are not kind to anyone on these roads. If you can stay home, I would certainly suggest it, because we're having a hard time just looking at the roads and keeping us apart from other cars in the lanes. We can feel the car right now moving in the wind. my photojournalist, Michael Forbes, he's nodding his head in agreement. It is a difficult drive right now. So not friendly conditions at all. Cannot emphasize that enough, Mariel.
Natalie, and we can see the visibility there quite a bit lower, and you're heading into Garland. Now, Garland, one of those areas that experienced the high winds. I'm seeing some reports there in excess of 60-mile-per-hour wind speeds. Are you seeing maybe less people out on the roads, and how are the skies looking? And Natalie, as we're speaking, I just got confirmation that there is a ground stop at Dallas Love Field and at DFW.
No surprise there at all. You know, I'm assuming you can see our driving shot right now. Lots of lightning in the sky. Everyone's driving slow for the most part. I wouldn't say I see like an influx of traffic like you might normally see at this time of the morning with people heading to work. So, you know, that's always good news. But if it can stay this way, it absolutely should, because it is a scary drive right now. Again, we're driving slow, but and you can see from our driving shot, like, visibility is not good. Our car is still moving in the wind. You can see all of this lightning. We're taking all the caution we can on this roadway right now, Mariel.
And Natalie, have you heard any sirens out there? I just got confirmation from the city of Dallas that they have reactivated the outdoor warning sirens because of that high wind threat. Again, not everyone in Dallas under the tornado warning, but there are many locations that are under a severe thunderstorm warning because of the high winds. Have you heard them at all?
From where we are right now, personally, we have not heard it. However, the rain is coming down and so loud in the car that I don't want to say that it's not going off right now where we are. Again, we're on 35 going north. We are west of Keller, headed towards the Denton area. But we have not personally heard it here where we are, but that is not to say that it's not. It's just very, very loud in the car where we are. When we were packing up our things to get in the car to head this way, the wind was also very loud. The rain was in our faces. I don't want to say that it's not going off, but we have personally not heard it. I am hearing from my friends as I'm getting text messages as we speak from my friends that are in the Dallas area, the Garland area, the Rowlett area. They're hearing sirens. They're experiencing the storms the same way we are, but, you know, that's tornado warned area. But where we are right now is pretty nasty. We don't personally hear the sirens, but that's not to say it's not going off. It's just very, very loud in our car.
Yeah, and I would not be surprised if you, while you're driving, do hear some of those sirens. And we actually just also heard from the emergency manager of the city of Duncanville. Sirens have been also activated in Cedar Hill and in DeSoto for that wind threat. Natalie, I know you said that you're near Garland. I'm hearing reports of maybe some downed trees near Miller and Garland Road, if you're anywhere near that. Okay, let's go ahead and take radar back so I can give an update on what radar looks like across the region. Again, we do have a tornado warned storm. It does include eastern Dallas County. It includes Rockwall County and areas of western Kaufman County. And this is a storm that has the potential to produce tornado, although we have not seen any confirmation. This is just all radar indicated. Either way, you need to make sure that you're in your safe spot if you are in the severe thunderstorm warning or if you're in the tornado warning part of this storm. Now, what that means, middle part of your house, you want to stay away from windows. You want to stay away from any of the exterior walls. So try to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. For us at my house, that means a closet that's right in the middle of our house. Let's go ahead and take a zoom in on where that rotation could be. I know the tornado warning was trimmed back just a tad, but areas in Mesquite still under that warning. Forney, you are still in that warning. Heath, you are still in the warning. If you are in this red box, seek shelter now. I still see an indication of rotation here with just the latest update. So your time now is 6:25, and we do have a tornado warning until 6:30. Another 5 minutes or so. We will see if the National Weather Service will go ahead and extend this. I do still see some indications of that rotation, and it looks like it's right between Mesquite and Forney, just to the south of Heath. So I see it right here along Highway 80. And along Highway 80, I know it's the morning time. A lot of people probably out and about getting ready to head out to continue their first day back from the holiday weekend. So again, this will continue to push towards the southeast. Let's go ahead and take a more of a zoom in on that rotation, Jesse. I want to see if we can see any other streets along the area. So again, this is a rotation that is being detected just to the east of Sunnyvale, just to the west of 40. So I do see some indications of that rotation right along there. So in the area, FM 460, FM 740, Ridgecrest Road, just to the northern side of you. That's where I am seeing it. So this is along Highway 80, just by Lawson Road, Clay Mathis Road. And again, this is where we're seeing the potential rotation. And if that rotation isn't there anymore, because I know we get scans in several minutes, you're still experiencing some very intense winds of at least 60 to 70 mile per hour wind speeds. And with this line of thunderstorms, we have seen reports of over 60 mile per hour wind speeds. Okay, so here is some good news that I do have for you. Oh, yeah, thank you for putting that up, Jesse. So right now, radar is estimating 66 mile per hour wind speeds here with this rotation that does look like is weakening right over 40. Jesse, can we do reflectivity, and let's go ahead and show the Metroplex. I do want to say that the tornado warning looks like it has expired now. So the tornado warning has expired for eastern Dallas County, Kaufman County, and western Kaufman County, southern Rockwall County. So this is a tornado warning that will expire here in the next 3 minutes. So there is some good news there. Here's the thing, though. Even with that, we are still looking at very strong winds as this pushes towards the southeast. The red box is still there, by the way, because our system hasn't quite updated, but it will be canceled. It will be expired. I want to go ahead and show you, though, what it looks like across the rest of the area. So Denton, right now, you are experiencing some moderate to heavy rainfall. Wise County, moderate to heavy rainfall and some gusty winds, about 40 miles per hour. If you are in Collin County, you're experiencing some heavy rain and also likely seeing maybe some small hail just to the east of McKinney. If you are in northern Tarrant County, likely experiencing some strong winds, about 50, 60 mile per hour wind speeds in northern and eastern Tarrant County. If you're anywhere in Dallas County, also